inauguration hailed by many here marks a major milestone in Nigeria's biodiversity journey and represent a national commitment to safeguarding forest, wildlife, ecosystems as biodiversity.
I really want to attain a higher level of expertise on this because I can see that Lively, RootMD and NDDC are the people that you can partner with reason. They promote intellectual human development.
The team also visited the Penyawatai in Esenodom local government area where beneficiaries are trained on fish feed production and processing.
I promise Life India and Niger Delta NDDC that I want to be the next fish magnet in my local governments, in my states.
The team also visited Adiasimi Korosien in Esenodom local government area where the NDDC team lead and Director of Fisheries NDDC Oreton Adebowale charged the beneficiaries to use the knowledge gained to drive sustainable agriculture in the state and beyond.
Which also is in line with the President Renewal Hope agenda for job creation, food sufficiency and sustainability in agriculture. Fishery is one part of agriculture. So we cannot continue to import fish where we have water all around us and fish can do well in our ponds. So that is why we just engage them and teaching is coming up well.
The Life Ending program is the NDDC's primary agricultural program aimed at reducing rural poverty and boosting food security. Jenny Bassi, NTA News.
Now, the rising cases of fire outbreak have continued to challenge relevant authorities to step up advocacy on safety precautions. These resonated at a courtesy visit by the new Federal Fire Service Controller to NTA Port Harcourt Network Center. Uche Chukwu Onwe has details.
The Controller, Federal Fire Service River State Command Obasi Ikena, recently posted to the state and other officers were received by the Zonal Director Interior Port Harcourt Network Center, Paul Ate, and his management staff. While appreciating the long-existing relationship between both establishments, the Controller explained that the devastating effect of most inferno is better imagined than experienced. He bemoaned the nonchalant attitude of some people over time on their safety, stressing that investigations show that incidences of frequent fire outbreaks are recorded within the dry season, mostly as a result of bush burning.
Public fire safety is not taken for granted. We will do everything we can within our level of influence, within our capacity, and with your media help to secure the River State.
The Zonal Director Interior Port Harcourt Network Center, Paul Ate, pledged to collaborate with the Federal Fire Service as part of NTA's social corporate responsibility by escalating information that would educate the public on safety measures.
Only pray it won't happen, but it will happen. So we need these things, this collaboration, to tell people more about safety, because the enlightenment and the awareness is not a day job, it's a continuous process.
This visit is part of the move by the Federal Fire Service towards re-emphasizing the fact that safety of lives and property is a collective responsibility. In Port Harcourt, Uche Chukwu Onwe, NTA News.
It was a remarkable end to an illustrious career as medical practitioners and academic professionals from the Department of Pediatrics and Child Health, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital rolled out the drums to celebrate the retirement and 70th birthday of an erudite scholar, a mentor and medical icon, Professor Edward Achinike Aliko. The event, held at the auditorium of the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, attracted friends, colleagues, and family members from within and outside Nigeria. Emmanuel Lene was there and now reports.
It was an electrifying moment as top management in academic and medical practice under the aegis of Medical and Dental Consultants of Nigeria, University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital chapter gathered to celebrate the retirement and 70th birthday of their teacher, mentor, and outstanding pediatric neurologist, Professor Edward Aliko. The event was also witnessed by the Chief Medical Directors of the University of Port Harcourt Teaching Hospital, Professor Chitru Oluwene, and that of the Rivers State University Teaching Hospital, Professor Chizindu Aliko, alongside other high-profile dignitaries, medical consultants, and students in celebration of Professor Aliko's decades of remarkable journey of service, excellence, and unwavering commitment to the care of children, clinical practice, teaching and research, which have shaped generations of medical students and residents.
This council, an example, will continue to resonate within the academic and medical communities for many years to come.
Boarding the values of integrity, honesty, hard work, and passion for pediatrics, especially pediatrics neurology.
A great teacher, a great mentor, a great pediatrician and consultant neurologist. He taught us all. We are so proud to be able to celebrate him.
Guests at the event paid glowing tributes to Professor Aliko's contribution to the growth and development of pediatrics in Rivers State and Nigeria.
Today is not merely a celebration of age of retirement, it is a celebration of excellence, legacy, service and impact. He's been very intentional in the development of specialized manpower in pediatrics and child health.
After over 3 decades of remarkable practice in pediatrics and service in various capacities, Professor Aliko is grateful to God for a fulfilled career.
Maintain the pediatrics culture, which is the culture of pediatrics in this hospital, and it is the culture of pediatrics in this country, and it is the culture of pediatrics all over the world.
We thank God Almighty for making it possible for him to have served and retired meritoriously.
There was a 70th birthday lecture, toast, and cutting of anniversary cake. Born on 25th January 1956, Professor Edward Aliko has earned a number of academic and professional qualifications. He was recently awarded the Distinguished Pediatrician 2026 and is the Eze Oganihu Ishokbu I of Ishokbu Ancient Kingdom in Port Harcourt. Emmanuel Lene, NTA News.
You're still watching NTA Port Harcourt News at 1. We have more reports after the break. Please stay with us.
Your birthday is coming. And you're still thinking small? No hype, no crowd, no fun. It's time to level up with Birthday Bars. Birthday show live on TV. Bring your cakes, snacks and drinks. We've got the vibe, we've got the crew and friends for you. Get your birthday tickets now. Adult celebrants 5,000 now. Child celebrants 3,000 now. Well wishers and other attendees 2,000 now. Performances are games, shout outs and you on TV. Showing live every last Saturday of the month at 12 noon on NTA Port Harcourt. For sponsorship, adverts or how to get your tickets, please call 080-370-69516 or 080-330-91338. Birthday Bars, it's your day. Let's make it loud.
Okay, you will love this one. Oh yeah, oh my. Oh yeah, oh my. Oh yeah, oh my.
Event tells a story, and we tell the story with style. Social Diary
a platform where we bring you the most colorful, classy, and memorable events, from weddings, birthdays, corporate events, religious activities, school events, cultural festivals, to burial ceremonies, and more. So, do you have an event? Big or small, stylish or simple, Social Diary will give it color, glamour, and unforgettable memories. Showing on NTA Port Harcourt, Channel 10, every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. and a repeat on Monday, 12:30 p.m. You can call us on 080-370-69516 or 080-370-86797. Social Diary, the magic of your special occasion.
Thanks for being there. The federal government of Nigeria introduced a policy on reusable textbooks with the aim of reducing education costs and promoting sustainability in schools. Ijomo Gweke, who visited some schools in Port Harcourt, reports that both government and private schools are yet to comply with this directive. Her reports.
The policy on reusable textbooks, which mandates standardized durable textbooks designed to last between 4 to 6 years, allowing siblings to share and reuse them, prohibits bundling disposable workbooks with textbooks. This policy also introduces a uniformed academic calendar, promoting consistency in teaching and learning nationwide. Some parents and educators, while commending the ongoing repositioning in the education sector, noted that the impact of this policy will significantly lower education expenses for parents and reduce waste in the school system.
That you buy a textbook and the one coming after, that is the younger child coming the next year, you still have to buy another textbook. Now that the government is making it easy, that the textbooks can now be reused, you can see it helps to relieve the burden from parents, makes things easy. Because the elder ones will use the books and keep for the younger ones.
Roman is the head teacher, State Primary School 1, Lumapara. She emphasized the importance of following the trend in terms of implementation, while also commending the federal government for the initiative.
When there are changes, these textbooks needs to be changed. So we mustn't remain in what author has written because of his experiences. There are many innovations and experiences that we need to inculcate in the lives of these children. So when such ones comes in, the textbook should be able to carry it so that the children will get it right. If I will suggest to government, we just to make these textbooks available for the children, like free textbooks to schools.
It is an interesting policy. If implemented, it will help the children in their academic performance and also to keep it after use for their younger ones.
As educators and families welcome the new policy on reusable textbooks, which seems to reposition the education sector, it is expected that if well implemented, will improve the academic growth of children and as well ease the financial burden on families. Port Harcourt, Ijomo Gweke, NTA News.
The federal government's deregulation of the downstream sector has begun to yield positive results, with premium motor spirit witnessing a slight drop in price per litre. Osinachi Samuel, who spoke with some Port Harcourt residents, reports that the people say the impact is yet to fully reflect in the cost of transportation and some major commodities.
Fuel pump price may be dropping, but the impact on the streets of Port Harcourt and in the markets is yet to be fully reflected. Although the federal government's deregulation of the downstream sector has led to a reduction in fuel pump price, traders and transporters say the relief is yet to trickle down. A visit to some stations indicates inconsistency in pricing, as the cost per litre ranges from between 780 to 860 naira.
We say that the price will be favorable to everybody. As you can see, the price is not available. If you check our competitors out on these streets, same first station, let me say Nellival, the price are 860. So the price varies because of what you buy and where you buy from. So when you come here, we sell it on there, and we're happy to sell it on because when you come, we give you a good product.
At major markets and multi-parks, traders and transporters say operating costs are still high.
The only thing that is cheap now is only Gary. And glory be to God, the rice and the yam. But other things, no. You know, it's not the problem of the government, too. It's just the buyers. Because now when they buy, they say, it's because of transport. This is okay, like rice now. When I found out from North, now rice is 40 to 50,000. But when you come here, you say it's that kind 70, 80. They say it's transport.
As the fuel don't come down, they still collect a high price. To be even to my from here, from Port Harcourt to my village, we'll be able to. Before we collect from where to Rumokoro, 300. But now from here to Rumokoro now 600. Very high. And from Rumokoro to Elele, before it was 700, 600, but now it's 1,500.
Others blame fuel station operators, accusing them of inconsistent pricing and slow compliance with the new market reality.
One of the major challenges is those people that own the fueling stations. They are not keeping on to the government price. Government will instruct them to be selling certain amount of price, but they are not keeping to it. They will be changing their fuel meters from different price to different price.
As the people continue to adjust to the economic realities, many are calling for stricter monitoring of fuel prices and distribution to ensure that the benefits of the regulations are felt beyond pump price and across the economy. In Port Harcourt, Osinachi Samuel, NTA News.
To other matters now, Nigeria's cybercrime war has recorded a major victory as the Nigerian police force, through the National Cybercrime Center, dismantles a sophisticated telecom fraud network responsible for an estimated loss of over 7.7 billion naira. The syndicate illegally diverted a telecommunications company's airtime and data resources, exploiting digital systems in one of the largest cyber-enabled fraud cases uncovered in recent times. A statement by the force notes that the breakthrough followed a formal petition by the affected telecom company over suspicious activities within its billing and payments infrastructure. Police investigations revealed that staff login credentials were compromised, giving criminals unlawful access to core operational systems. This breach enabled the syndicates to manipulate airtime and data resources on a massive scale, quietly draining billions before the alarm was raised. After weeks of intelligence gathering and surveillance, coordinated operations were carried out in Kano and Katsina states, with a follow-up arrest in the Federal Capital Territory. 6 suspects were arrested. Recovered assets include 2 houses in Kano, 2 mini plazas, GSM and laptop outlets with over 400 laptops, about 1,000 mobile phones, and a Toyota RAV4, alongside large sums of money traced to the suspects' accounts. The suspects will be charged to court after investigations are concluded. Let's now bring you some business news updates.
President Bola Tinubu has unveiled a 10-year, $250 million intervention program aimed at restoring the livelihoods and empowering Nigerians displaced by floods and other climate-related disasters. The initiative, known as the Climate Resilient Livelihoods Empowerment Program for Displaced Populations, was announced by the President in his opening address at a special event on climate-induced mobility held under Nigeria's chairmanship of the Rabat process. The event brought together global leaders and development partners to examine the links between the climate change. The federal government has earmarked over 13.12 billion naira for the procurement of arms, ammunition, and related equipment for Nigerian security agencies in the 2026 appropriation bills. Budget documents show that a total of 13,124,747,575 naira has been allocated across key security institutions for weapons acquisition and protective equipment. In addition, the Air Force is expected to spend 1.75 billion naira on the procurement of 2,000 AR. The Nigerian Immigration Service has been allocated 702.7 million naira for arms, ammunition, Wembling and ballistic protection equipment, while the Nigerian Police Force will receive 1.03 billion naira for arms, ammunition and protective gear. The Department of State Services is expected to spend 1 billion naira on arms and ammunition under the 2026 budget. Still on business news, media executives on Wednesday discussed the reverse seats for women bill, which is approaching a crucial vote in the National Assembly. The session, convened by TOS Foundation Africa, brought together editors-in-chief, senior editors, bureau chiefs, and other media professionals to review the current status of the legislation and recent developments in the legislative process. In an address, the head of TOS Foundation Africa and convener of the Reserved Seats for Women Bill campaign coalition, Osazu Igbenedion Oguchi, said the bill was rooted in citizens' engagement, stating that meaningful legislation cannot be crafted in isolation from the people it seeks to serve.
Let's now join Bright Ebucho for the latest in the world of sports.
Beginning with the Nigerian Premier Football League, as fixtures show that Rivers United will be hosting El Kanemi Warriors of Maiduguri. Earlier in the week, Inyiba International held Nasarawa United to a 1-1 draw in Lafia Township Stadium. Ikorodu City beat Shooting Stars of Ibadan by 1-0 at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena in Lagos, while Remo Stars lost 1-0 in Umuahia to Abia Warriors. In the English Premier League, Arsenal will be looking forward to getting back to winning ways after losing to Manchester United at the Emirates last weekend as they travel to Ellen Road to play tactically disciplined Leeds United. Spurs to welcome Manchester City to White Hart Lane, while Taiwo Awoni's Nottingham Forest will entertain Crystal Palace as they look forward to gaining valuable points in order to stay afloat in the Elite English League. Now to tennis. In the women's singles, two-time winner Aryna Sabalenka overcame fluctuations in form and a hindrance call against her in the fourth game of the match to trash Svitolina 6-2, 6-3.
Sabalenka moves through to the final once again in Melbourne.
Aryna Sabalenka will now face former Wimbledon champion Elena Rybakina, who overcame America Jessica Pegula 6-3, 7-6, 9-7 to seal the chance of avenging her 2023 final loss to Sabalenka. Both players will begin Saturday's final in red hot. In the men's singles, Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner are meeting again in the men's final. The pair have contested the past 3 Grand Slam title matches. Spanish world number 1 Alcaraz plays German third seed Zverev in Friday's first semi-final, followed by the Italian second seed Sinner facing Serb fourth seed Novak Djokovic. With Sports Update, enjoy the group.
And that concludes the news at 1. I'm Chia Zalam Ekiye. Just before we go, a quick reminder that you can watch our news streaming live on our social media handles currently showing on your screen. Like our page on Facebook to get updates of our news and programs. You can also watch all our news at NCA Port Harcourt on Star Times Channel 103. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.